Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's your girl Fiery Moon and I'm here to do a full moon collective spread. This is going to be for the full moon in Aries that is taking place October 20th, 2021. So I am back and we are kicking it off with a full moon reading. So you guys know the spiel as far as how the energy goes, how it works. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable, and also that time as well as the energy is fluid depending on how you're working with the energy. So this could be something that you've already went through, something you may presently be going through, or something that may be to come for you. With that said, we have had a lot of energy moving around right now. As I'm recording this, the moon or the sun is in Libra and the moon is in Aries. Mercury is now out of retrograde along with Jupiter and Saturn as well as Pluto. So right now the only retrograde energy we have is Uranus and Taurus and Neptune and Pisces. So Jupiter and Mercury actually just went direct on the 18th. So you guys may be, feeling that shift as well. Communication and things of that sort, especially with Mercury, should be getting, it should be clearing up communications, technology. A lot of things should be becoming more clearer. I will say that yesterday, I felt the energy of, things becoming clearer, things lightening up. And just keep in mind that we are in a lot of air energy. So with that, being said, let's see what's going on. I felt like, I was drawn to get an empowering question to start off this reading, and then, we'll go and move into the Moonology deck. For what's going on with this full moon energy. As we know, full moons are for releasing, so we're gonna see what the energy is like, what we may need to let go of in order to move forward. I'll then be clarifying with the Morgan Greer Tarot, and the guidance or advice is going to come from Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's jump in and see what empowering question do we need for the collective as it pertains to this full moon. Know that these empowering questions are, something that you may need to ask yourself, something you may have already been pondering on, or just something to, give you some type of guidance, as to, what you may need to, work towards, how you can best utilize this energy at this time. So let's see what's going on. An empowering question as it pertains to the collective and this full moon energy. An empowering question to provide guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding. Give me one empowering question for the collective. Oh, that's too many. One empowering question for the collective. All right. So we have, what have been the most defining moments that have helped shape my life? So this is making me feel like, some of you may be questioning, where you're at, where you've been, that have gotten, moments or places, people, things, whatever it may be for you, as to where it's giving me the energy of, you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. So how do I want to say this? From like where you've been, how is that defining, or not so much defining, but propelling you towards where you're going? Is it in alignment? Do you feel like you're, moving forward, or feeling like you're repeating the cycle is almost what I want to say. But how have your most defining moments, whatever they may be, how have they helped shape you? Because it's feeling, just the question itself is very reflecting energy, so I feel that as well. So, that's something that you may want to ask yourself, in regards to this full moon energy, because moon energy, it is reflective. The moon is a reflection of the sun. And especially with the full moon, things become illuminated, things that may have been hidden, especially in regards to, the emotions, because the moon is water, may be coming up to the surface for a lot of you. But it does feel like, whether this is you or just someone you may be energetically connected to, it's like you may be, feeling things coming up to the surface. And the reason they come up is so that, they could be dealt with. And it doesn't matter which aspect, or whatever situation that may be for you. But like, I'm just really feeling like a heavy, reflective energy right now. But let's see what the Moonology deck has to say. What's going on as it pertains to this full moon energy for the collective. And remember, this full moon is in, it's in Aries, which is, it's the cardinal fire element. I can say that yesterday I was feeling like an energy of almost like the only way I can describe it is like the Knight of Wands, like fast moving, enthusiastic, wanting to just go for it, push for it. Energy yesterday, it was really weird. It was almost like coupled with excitement, but it almost felt like, in a way, like moving too fast. So some of you may be, moving too fast or wanting to, speed up. Not really so much as a rushing, but just it's almost like a enthusiastic determination is what I feel. So what's going on as it pertains to the collective and this full moon in Aries energy? What messages do we need? I'll do one more. Let's see. What messages do we need? Give me one more. Alright, so what we have out is a win-win outcome as forecast, the full moon in Libra. We have work through your fears, the new moon in Scorpio. And then we have a new romantic cycle begins, the new moon in Libra. bottom of the deck, we have the new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So what this is making me feel like, because we have 2 Libra cards and we are still in Libra season. And then we have the Scorpio card in the middle. With working through your fears. So what this is making me feel like is like, again, with this, even though, you know, the new moon is in Aries, with this prosperity lies ahead, this is what I'm feeling. You know, some of you guys are like trying to like almost rush towards. You know, Taurus is an energy, is fixated earth. So some of you could be like, you know, trying to or wanting to, you know, get to a, you know, a stable position. It's earth energy, whether that's in regards to, you know, your finances, a job, you know, even, you know, with relationships. And it doesn't have to be love relationships, but I feel like you're just trying, it's like almost just wanting to get to like the finish line. But for some of you, what I'm feeling here too is like, it's almost like you wanting to, like, I feel like skip the work in a way is what I feel like. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. Because with both of these Libra cards, being the first card out and the last card out, it's like, you know, the balance that you want, it is almost making me feel like it is there, it is attainable, it is achievable, and it's almost like that will be the outcome. But it's almost like, for some of you with this work through your fears card, this is like almost like you're trying to like jump over this energy. Like, in a way, it almost makes me feel like you want to block it out. Because for some of you with the prosperity lies ahead, all you can see is like you're heavily fixated on a specific outcome, on a specific thing or a person or a place or whatever that may be for you. But it's almost because I feel like the way I can only describe the energy is like you're not wanting to, you know, almost face yourself. It's like you almost don't want to, especially with the it's time to release negativity, the full moon in Scorpio. It's almost like there's I'm just getting an energy of avoidance of, you know, looking at why you're wanting to just get to like a specific end result, why you're wanting to just, you know, block out. And I'm not saying like that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just, you know, what intuitively I'm feeling from these cards. But it's almost, the cards are almost saying like, in order for you, it's almost like the balance that you want, and the balance, like, how can I put it? Like, the balance you want to achieve, like I said, it is there, it is attainable, you can have it, but there's almost like some type of work you need to do in regards to this energy, that will get you to this prosperity that is almost like, I feel like it's waiting for you, but it's almost like wanting to take a shortcut is the best way that I can explain it. So we'll see what that is. Because it's almost like for some of you, also what I'm feeling looking at this Empowering Questions card is like, some of you may have had, you know, some defining moments that, you know, for some of you, you may want to, you know, forget. You may have wanted to block out because maybe you felt that they were negative, or something that you don't want to remember. But what I'm feeling is like, whatever that defining moment or moments were for you is actually what is going to get you to the place that you want to be, whether it's a new, whatever type of relationship, a new romantic cycle begins, whether it's love with, you know, a certain person, a relationship, you know, with yourself, a new job, whatever that may be for you. It's almost like you're looking at whatever that defining moment was, and almost like in a negative way. It's like you're not taking the good from that situation. It's almost like you can't see that good in the situation, or the positive in that situation. So you don't want to deal with it. You're blocking it out. But it's almost like with this full moon in Aries, that is what is going to be illuminated to you. And then at the new moon in Scorpio, you're gonna, begin that new cycle of, actually working through it. Why don't you want to acknowledge that? It's also giving me that energy of accepting it. Acceptance. What messages do you need as it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective? And for some of you, what I'm also getting is some of you are so stuck in, a way of seeing, how to be successful. Some of you, it could be like a hyper focus on just, like I just heard, like the money is the motive, which is, it's almost like having a lack mentality towards, stability. So it's like you'll almost do anything just to get ahead, but it's kind of like counterproductive to, what you want, which is something balanced. But you're avoiding, like it's almost fear of losing, status, stability. For some of you, it's money, like feeling like you have to have that to be successful. And I personally don't think that's true. Like you can't let money and status and all of that be your defining element or purpose. Like, I just don't feel that way. But that's just me. That is just what I'm feeling now, so just take it how it resonates. What messages do we need in regards to this full moon energy and spread for the collective? What messages do we need? Alright, do one more. Yeah, see, bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is, actually putting in, time, energy, and effort. Like I said, for some of you, the work that you're needing to put in, some of you are like almost avoiding it, being too fixated or focused on just one aspect of money or security or wealth. As your only way to get ahead, I feel like. And when I say like putting in the work, I'm talking about like the spiritual work. Because whatever situation you're in, whether it is a job, whether it's, how you're feeling within yourself or within another relationship, you're not happy. You have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So some of you are even trying to like avoid the feelings, I'll say, of the unhappiness by focusing on, the work and stuff. And like being just like, it almost feels like, burying yourself in work so you don't have to deal with the unhappiness or sadness that you're feeling. But it's because as this Page of Cups in reverse as well, some of you, the Page of Cups is like an energy of like messages, but it's also an energy of being, honest and true to yourself. And by, you avoiding this energy, It just makes me feel like you're working against yourself by avoiding your feelings of this unhappiness. It's causing you to almost be inauthentic. But like I said, some of you are trying to like block that out, and it's almost like for some of you it had you, you know, with the King of Cups in reverse, like, oh, I hate to see the King of Cups in reverse. It's causing you to be, you know, emotionally ungrounded, emotionally like chaotic. For some of you, you know, you could be, you know, even communicating in a bad way, for, you know, in a negative way. For some of you, you know, I feel like almost an energy of lashing out because you're holding on to so much emotionally that, you know, it's not conducive to what you want. Well, let's see what comes out. And for some of you, because I do see the Queen of Pentacles, she is standing out. If you're this masculine energy, and whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, but there's a feminine energy that is seeing this, you know, within you. Or this can be your own feminine energy trying to, like, how can I put it? Like, if this is you, only you and your feminine energy, it's like your feminine energy is coming into awareness of this within your masculine energy. Because your masculine energy is all in cups in reverse. Because you're not dealing with their emotions. And someone, like I said, could be seeing this within you. But it's almost like your feminine energy, how can I put this? Like, it feels like it's crisscrossed. Like, I've said this many a times before. You may be using your feminine energy in a masculine way. And your masculine energy is in a feminine way. And it's kind of like it needs to be reversed, if that makes sense. But if, you know, that's all you, that's, you know, what I'm getting. But if that's someone they're seeing, like, this, if this is another feminine energy, they see that you're emotionally a wreck. And it's like you're also avoiding them by, like, burying yourself in work and projects, chasing, or, you know, just almost stuck in the 3D way of life. And there's a feminine energy that is seeing that within you. And it's really like, I just feel like she's just, you know, she is watching that within you. Like, watching you, like, almost avoid your truth. When, because the Ace of Swords is behind this Queen of Pentacles. She knows the truth, and it may be in regards to how you feel, but there's some truth that lies with this Queen of Pentacles energy. And like I said, oh, at the bottom of the deck is speaking. You're doing yourself a disservice with Judgment in reverse. Let's see what comes out. Oh, messages do it. Ooh. So what we have out is the King of Swords and the Star. Coming out under a win-win outcome is forecast. So for the masculine energies out there, what I'm feeling is like there may have even been, whether it's, you know, that Queen of Pentacles energy, I do feel it is the same with this Star energy if you're dealing with another person. But if this is all on you, it's like, I almost like truly feel like how can I put this? What you're trying to avoid, this healing that you're trying to avoid or trying to block out, you know, actually putting in, you know, the work to get your emotions in check as a masculine energy, it's almost making me feel like, yeah, you can avoid it, but this is the star is here. It's out here. And it's almost like you're gonna have to face it like one way or another, whether you want to or not. You can try to look and think of it and try to see everything practically, because that's what the King of Swords does. You know, he looks at things, you know, very rational. He's clear. He's like almost concise. But I'm getting just like a stubborn energy. It's almost like you're trying to avoid, you know, seeing this within yourself, or, you know, whether it is another person. Like, it's like, I feel that heavy fixated portion. And it is because some of you have a fear of, you know, almost being taken advantage of, losing money, losing status or stability. Because this is coming out under Work Your Fears, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is the minor justice card. So that Six of Pentacles, you have a fear of, you know, I'm almost getting energy too of like not being needed, because in the upright, you know, the Six of Pentacles is an energy of, you know, like, it's normally looked at as like, you know, reciprocity, you know, helping others. It's an act of service. You know, some people see it as given to multiple situations, people, places, or things. But especially in the reverse, it's almost like you have a fear of like not being needed. That's what that fear is. But then with the Four of Pentacles in reverse coming out under a new romantic cycle begins, some of you, like the cards are saying, like you need to, you know, let that go. Because the Four of Pentacles upright is stubborn. It's, you know, holding on to things. It's also an energy of, you know, like protecting yourself and only wanting things to be, you know, a certain way. Only wanting to deal with certain things. You know, it's an energy of avoidance as well. But coming out in the reverse, and for some of you, this process could have already started when we had the new moon in Libra. Some of you are, you know, opening up, or will be, you know, opening up. It almost makes me feel like something that you may have felt that you were doing this during, you know, the new moon in Libra. And with this full moon, it's like almost making me feel like it's going to be heightened for you. Because you're in heavy, you know, conflict with the Five of Wands here. Whether this is within yourself, whether it's with, you know, people. Because for some of you, you could be dealing with a person who is this Page of Pentacles in reverse, who is, you know, a very immature, ungrounded energy. Being that it is Pentacles, someone that is refusing to, you know, learn something new. This is that energy of being, you know, like I said, just wanting things your way or no way. And if this is like another person for you, you know, this is what you're, you know, you're up against. Like, this is what you're fighting up against. Someone who is not, you know, not rational, they're not practical. It's giving me like a very selfish energy. Because then with Justice here, up under that, it's telling you, like, you need to, you know, cut this energy out and end this cycle with justice in the world. Two majors here. This energy needs to be either, you know, the justice is like a card of truth. It's a card of balance. So, and saying like the right thing for you to do would be to just close this out, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, because it's just, you know, it's not there's almost like if this is you dealing with another person, there's no, like, it's just constant conflict is what I feel like. It's just constant conflict, constant fighting. I feel like bickering over like little things, especially with the page. But I don't feel like that's you, because you showed up here as the King of Swords. So you could be dealing and battling people in this Page of Pentacles in reverse energy. And like I said, some of you, you know, you don't know, it's like you don't know what to do. So you're staying stuck as this hangman in this energy. But it's almost like with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't want to give up. But it's with the Seven of Swords, like I said, some of you are just chasing or wanting to go towards, you know, this Ace of Pentacles here, which is a new beginning, something more practical, more stable. But it's almost like you're almost deceiving yourself by staying in this energy, because the Nine of Wands in reverse is almost just the same as this hangman. You're not taking the necessary action. And for some of you, with this Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords, some of you are feeling like, truthfully, like running away, just wanting to run away from it all. But, you know, you don't want to do it in a deceptive way, because it's like your intentions may be pure, but the way you're going about it may not be the right way, just to get to that Ace of Pentacles. And for some of you, you're like, no, like, I'm just going to stay here and keep enduring this energy as the Nine of Wands in reverse, and just keep chasing. Like, I just keep getting the energy of like chasing money. And this is literally chasing money, doing whatever you have to do to make sure that you know, get that money. Why? For whoever that message is for, is for. But like I said, with the full moon, it's going to be revealed. And this is the moon in reverse. So the truth is going to come out. Whatever that truth may be for you, whatever clarity you're seeking, whatever you're trying to avoid in this full moon energy, it is going to come up. And if you're like that Page of Pentacles energy in reverse is not the same as the star energy, because I feel like for some of you, there's somebody in this star energy that you are avoiding. But like I said, coming out with the win-win outcast, or win-win outcome is forecast, you're going to have to either deal with this person, because the star is an energy that comes in to like help you. So let's look at the star energy. Tell me about this star energy. It's hope, it's faith. Oh, wow. Give me less cards, please. It's the star energy. Look, you cannot make this shit up. I told y'all, it's a person. For some of you, whether male or female, there's a person that you're avoiding who embodies this star and Empress energy. And I feel like I said, you can, it almost feels like you're trying to avoid them, but you can only avoid them for so long, because you're clearly avoiding them, but you're like also wanting to take action towards this person, and, you know, for yourself if it's another person. With this King of Wands energy. But some of you don't know what to say. Some of you are not, you know, taking action because you don't know how to express what you're feeling with this Knight of Cups in reverse. But it's not like you're not unsure. Because with the Two of Wands is normally an energy of being at a crossroads. You know how you feel. If this is another, you know, person, you just don't know how to like put your feelings into words. But you want to, you know, take action, because that's what the King of Wands does. Because you're thinking of it and, you know, in a practical way, like worried about what you may lose, what you have to gain. And it's like, that's almost an energy of like being, you know, manipulative with the Magician here is what I'm feeling. Give me one more for the star. Give me one more for the star. And that was the sun in reverse that wanted to come out, which makes me feel like, how can I put it? Like, it's almost like you're trying to avoid this person's light, because they may even be highlighting this for you, and it's like you don't want to see it. Yeah, but it's almost like we got the Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. You have the clarity that you need with this Four of Swords, for one. But also, you know, some of you, even though the Magician can be looked at as, you know, a manipulation energy, it could also be like, you know, how can you bring this back around? You know, bring this in. For some of you, you know, you truly manifested this person in your life to help you with this healing. But it's almost like with this Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, you're not wanting to put in the work. And again, when I say put in the work, it's, you know, that spiritual work, that healing within you. It's not something that you can physically do. It's not something that you can see and process physically. And that's what you're doing. You're analyzing or overanalyzing the logistics and the practicality of it all. Which in turn is manipulative. So it just has you stuck. As this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Like not doing anything. So I'm just going to look at this Four of Pentacles and then we'll grab the guidance or advice, because like some of you, you know, are coming out of this, you know, stubborn and fixed energy. And I feel like that Four of Pentacles in reverse is where you're going. Yeah. Well, for some of you, with this Four of Pentacles here, some of you, you know, if you're currently dealing with someone who is not this Star and Empress energy here, they're a Queen of Swords in reverse. And it's that this Queen of Swords in reverse is giving me the same energy that I felt off of that Page of Pentacles. And almost like as confirmation, look, I'm getting the Page of Rods, the Page of Wands in reverse as well. Like this person is immature. They're a very immature person. But you as this Emperor, you know, you're seeing that. You're seeing the imbalance within, you know, this person that you're with. And some of you, in order for this new romantic cycle to, you know, come about, whether it is with another person, you know, you're going to have to let them go. And even if this is within you, you're seeing the imbalance within your own feminine energy. Because we have two true pairs on the board. But we have, because like I said, if you're in that energy of where your masculine and feminine energy is like crisscross, your masculine energy, it's like you know that. You know that you're operating it may even feel wrong to you. And I'm not saying it in a way of right or wrong. You can just feel this imbalance within you. And it's almost like you're trying to ward off a specific feminine energy who embodies this star and empress. You're trying to avoid it. But it's like, truly, if you step into your masculine energy, you can see the imbalance within yourself. And if this is a person that you're actually dealing with and not the person you're avoiding in this empress and star energy, you're seeing the imbalance within them. It's almost like you guys are like feeding the negativity within each other. So there's almost like, look, we got the Page of Swords or Page of Wands with the Devil. Which some of you, you're it's almost like, look at Temperance is the only card that trumps the Devil, right? In Tarot. So this is the energy as the Emperor that you're witnessing, you're seeing. You may be even receiving like some bad news about this Queen of Swords in reverse. But it's almost like the divine is stepping in to help you almost free yourself. Because we got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Where before it showed up, upright, but we have it in reverse now. So some of you, you're going to be seeing, how can I put, like, the self-deception that you're doing to yourself. You're going to be able to witness or see the self-deception that others may be trying to put on you. But overall, in order to balance this out, you have to let go of this energy. And this could even be immature energy within you or within this whoever or whatever is this Queen of Swords energy. Because that's what's blocking you from having this new beginning. And keeping you stuck in fear. But it's gonna be like illuminated to you, and it's crazy how these cards like turned upright when they were initially reversed. This is crazy. And I could have turned the deck, but if so, like, it was warranted. Let's look at this Queen of Swords. Why is it the Queen of Swords in reverse? Just give me one. Yeah, someone that, like all the pages have came out in regards to talking about this energy. The Page of Pentacles, and it's someone that you're dealing with. It's an immature energy. They may be presenting themselves as this Queen of Swords, but they're in reverse. Got the Page of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Page of Wands. It's a very immature energy, and this could even just be within you as well. So take it how it resonates, but it's like there's going to be like no movement forward with the Six of Wands in reverse. And there could be some news, like some type of message or communication that you're getting about this person. This is crazy. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. It could be a breakup with the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords is also like giving me an energy of being angry that this person is almost like not who they said they were. But it's almost like you're tired. You're done. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You were trying to, like, if this was upright, I would say like you're trying to balance it out, figure it out, work on it. But with it coming out in reverse, it's like you're done. You're ready to, like, you're not happy. Again, it may have almost seemed like this Two of Cups, if this is in a relationship, or it could be a job. But behind the scenes, that Nine of Cups is still in reverse. For some of you, you don't want to tell this person that you're done. If it's another person or a job too, you don't want to say like you're leaving, because this person, especially coupled with the Emperor, they could be a boss. They could be your boss, or just someone in authority that you don't want to tell, like, I don't want to work on this anymore. It may have, you know, started out good, but you're not emotionally happy. And like I said, it could be a commitment, a marriage, or at an actual job with the Hierophant here as well that you're not wanting to move forward with. So let's grab the guidance or advice. Like I said, it may have worked in the past and have, you know, gotten you, you know, what you want materially, but emotionally, no, because there are no cups out here at all. There's, you, it's like you don't even have emotions towards this job, towards this person. And where there is water, you're avoiding it. Because there is water, you know, in the Star card as well as the Empress card. Because I, as a reader, personally get, you know, traditionally it's Libra and Taurus, but even looking at both of these cards, I get like Cancerian energy off of the Empress as well. And both of these cards are the only cards out here that have water in them, besides the Magician. But that's just, the Magician is all of the elements. So let's grab the guidance or advice. Give me the guidance or advice for the collective. What's the guidance or advice for the collective? Guidance or advice for the collective. For the collective as it pertains to this full moon energy. Give me one moment. They got community at the bottom of the deck, which is like the Three of Pentacles, which is what it's giving me. Of like wanting to, you know, collaborate and work. There could be someone, you know, there could be, you know, something going on in your community where you're able to work and collaborate, you know, with others. Like, even though it's almost like physically there may be differences, you guys have the same, you know, goal. And some of you are, you know, stuck, because we have Between Worlds and the Observer. And some of you are being stuck, you know, between what you see as the observer, like you're just focused on what you can see. But as you can see, like, this is in the past, and some of you are needing to come towards a more collaborative energy. You have to be willing to almost see things a different way. But it's also like you have to physically move. Because in the past, you could have, like, this is giving me that King of Swords energy. Like, you keep looking towards the past. But what you're looking at in the past is not like what you're wanting to, you know, go towards, but it's almost like you're like, I just feel like that dragon energy. Like you're dragging your past with you because you've only had like one way of seeing or doing. Give me guidance or advice for the collective. Yeah. So we have two, we have peace and building blocks. So some of you have to come to like terms or peace with, you know, what you've been through, what defining moments. Like I said, this piece is making me feel like acceptance. And some of you have to come to a place of peace with your past, accepting what has happened in the past, whether it was positive or negative, it made you who you are. And coming into this peace within yourself, or whether it's with another person, it almost makes me feel like, if it's in regards to a relationship, it's like, what's the word, like an amicable split has, like, there is a way to have that split. Because like I said, for some of you, you don't want to tell this person. You want to let them go, but you don't want to tell them that, you know, you're not happy. I want to end this with this Page of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords. But for some of you, it's like you know, you have to come into peace at where you are, because that is going to be like the driving force to helping you build. Again, because where that community card was aligning with, you know, I said I felt the Three of Pentacles off of that energy where you're like aligning with people physically. This building blocks is also giving me that Three of Pentacles energy, and as well as to where, you know, you're having to build a new foundation. You're going to be building, you know, a new foundation, whether that's within yourself or with other individuals that have the same, it's almost like the same goals and alignments that you have. But in order for you to do that, you have to, you know, clean up. You have to, you know, sweep out and get rid of what you don't need with the chopped wood. And ultimately, look, face your truth. With truth be told. And then we got clean it up. Yep. So both of these cards, your truth is what will lead you to the clarity that you seek. But you have to be willing to actually take the broom and get rid of what you don't need, because then you come into alignment, whether this is with another person or within yourself. It's cleaning the way so that you can have this connection. It's clearing the path. You see, the duster is removing the clouds. And then look. You'll have the land of milk and honey. And also with poised. This reading was lit. This is that prosperity line ahead. This milk and honey card. And then with the poise, this is that win-win, you know, outcome is forecast, is what I'm feeling. Because then once you're in this energy and space, you can really truly enjoy yourself and exchange with like-minded people, places, things. It'll be an even exchange with exchanging gifts, which is the treasure. With Treasure Island, that's the goal. You're gonna get to where you're going. You just have to almost like change your method. Change your perspective, because I think it's just the way that you're thinking about it that is keeping you stuck. So that is the full moon reading for you guys. Definitely hope it resonated for you all. If not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. But it is just, you know, like a general reading, and it is just, you know, the energy. But I just have to, you know, I just explain it to where, you know, we can all understand it to an extent. And like I said, if it's not yours, don't take it. Take what's yours and leave the rest. All right, so with that being said, I thank you for tuning in with me. As always, sending love and light out to you all, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, later.